wonderful. It's been a little while for a reading for you guys, and I had to just really take some time to work on myself for a while, and I was busy in just a lot of other aspects of my life. A lot of things came up, but I am back, and here I am with a brand new shiny tarot deck to read from for you guys. This is the Tarot of the Divine, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Fairy tales from all over the world, lots of cultures and different colors, creeds, belief systems represented in this deck, and it's just really wonderful all around. So, Taurus, what is going on? We're in the middle of an eclipse portal, so definitely some crazy little times we're in. You can feel very intense transformations possibly happening at this time, and it's just a lot is what it said. I'm going to take these two cards here. I said I had to pull them out of you. Like, pull it out of the deck. So there's some things in there that we're kind of pulling out right now, I guess. What's up? This Ace of Cups. How lovely is that? What's this? Aww, the Two of Cups. All right, Ace of Cups and Two of Cups. So there is most definitely a new love in your life. It doesn't have to be a person. It can definitely just be a pastime or a hobby or just something that has really brought this love to you. But this particular Two of Cups is really about destined soulmates and connections. This is, I believe it's actually Gilgamesh. And if it's not Gilgamesh, then it's someone else. Yeah, it's Gilgamesh. And it says, the Two of Cups is an ideal relationship that still faces difficulties. Gilgamesh was a tyrant until Enkidu was created for him to be his equal in every way. Though their initial meeting was rocky, they came to love each other very much as opposites who complete each other. So there's definitely still implied like some tension, some opposition, right? But that's where the two heads come together and recognize how they balance each other out, and it becomes love. And I love that that's what I do like about this deck, is that it does feature some other types of relationships, you know, interracial, gay, lesbian, like it goes through a lot of fluidness. So take it how it resonates for you guys. But that's what I mean. It's like definitely about meeting in general, whether these were two men, two women, a man and a woman, or birds. Like it's about meeting that other half of you and your soul specifically. And that's why it doesn't have to be a person. It can be a relationship with a hobby or a pastime or something else that really brings you joy. And this is fresh and new, really lovely. It's just it's like you're milk and honey, right? And that's the whole thing. It's like you're like, wow, like this is just amazing. Like I just love this. And it's just so pure. Such pure love energy right here is what's coming out of this. Calm, serene, just love energy, right? And so that's where this is refreshing and new, and can still have some tensions and things about it, but at the end it really completes you, right? Just really completes you. And wants to come out too. And there's a Fool card. You ready for it? Look at it. It's beautiful. Ready for a whole new transformation. This Fool card has been out a lot for all signs lately. I mean, we're coming up to a new year, and I have been interpreting that as well out of this card, that like we are all ready for a new year. But just new beginnings, right? And this Fool card is telling you to definitely take that chance. It could be a total fairy tale romance that happens with all of this. Just beautiful emotional fulfillment. This is the Little Mermaid, obviously, and we know that she leaves the sea and goes and basically pursues the prince. And depending on which version of the story you prefer to listen to, you know, in the Disney version, she gets her prince, and she gets that new life, and she gets everything else after that. So that's always the chance in the Fool card, is that sometimes it might not work out, and sometimes it really might. There's good vibes in here right now, so it feels like you are very hopeful, and you're very much wanting to pursue this because it feels so nice and lovely and refreshing. So that's good news, Taurus. Hello. But there is some fear kind of hanging out with this moon card, and that's where it's like you've maybe been sorting some things out, just being careful, just unsure of if you should cross this bridge and continue down that path. You can't see the way, and you know that, because we can't ever really fully see the future, right? And that scares us, and that's kind of what this moon card is coming through as, is just that, you know, you have to acknowledge that you're not going to be able to see how everything's going to go. And that's why the Fool is always a leap of faith, like a fish jumping out of water and hoping that it survives on land, you know? Sometimes it takes a little magic for things to work, and that's where your prayers and your intentions and your mantras and all of that comes into play, because that helps you manifest all the good vibes that you're already in. So you definitely need to walk away from any fears that you might have, or just acknowledge them and keep it moving, because the whole thing is you're not going to be able to even face them or see them for what they are until you get onto your journey, right? You've got to just push forward and let go of any fears that you've got. What else, Taurus? I'm just going to put one here. And then you got an Ace of Coins. You got an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Coins. Honey, this is solid. Solid. It's good to go. It's real. It's there. Go for it. Like, you really, if you have an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Coins with a Two of Cups and all of this, like, you're just holding yourself back out of fear. If you're holding yourself back, if you feel like you're holding yourself back, or maybe you feel like you're kind of stepping out of this phase and definitely moving into more of these positive energies. But Spirit's here to tell you that above and below, it's real up here. It's real down here on the earth plane. It's solid. And if it was a hobby or a pastime or something like that, then it's, you know, can be very fruitful and beneficial. It's new, and that's what I mean. It's like, take that coin, take that milk and honey, take that leap of faith, go after this love that you're feeling, and just let go of some of these fears, because you can't see everything at night. You can't see everything when you're looking at all of your shadows and fears. You have to move forward into the day. And it said it's always darkest before the dawn. And that's kind of one of those things too. It's like you might have been going through a dark night of the soul, which, Taurus, you had some deeper readings in the past few months when I was available to do some readings here. And definitely one of those things where it's like you have been through quite a few shifts. And I think your last reading might have been pretty good, and was getting on a much more positive note. And that's where I feel like, in general, Taurus, it feels like you're on the upswing, like you're moving into more positive energies overall. And I think you're super ready for it. And for sure, it's like, it's just about leaving your fears behind. Just leave your fears behind. It's on the bottom of the deck. That Hermit. Look at how beautiful that card is. That's some Virgo energy, another earth sign. So maybe just taking a little time for yourself and some solitude to finish sorting out any fears that you have inside. Also, the Hermit is all about your wisdom and your own internal truth, sorting that out and knowing what to keep and knowing what to throw out, in the sense of what is serving you and just you alone. What do you know to be true? What do you know to be wise? What do you think is a good decision? What do you, as the wise figure, as the Hermit, what do you think within? And that's some beautiful energy to go into, because this Hermit card, the Virgo energy, is studies, very studious, loves to learn, very analytical. But yeah, at the same time, very wise, very knowledgeable. Kind of like, think about it like the old man of the forest type deal. Has just really gained a lot of wisdom and has dealt with a lot of things within themselves enough to learn how to discard what doesn't serve them and keep what does serve them. And that's the final note there, is like, discard the shadows and fears and move into what you know is true. Do you truly feel this love? Do you truly feel this positive energy that I'm catching out of this reading? Because if you do, that's real to you, right? And if that's real, then it's true, and that's why you should follow it. And that's what I got for you, Taurus. Let me know if you have any questions about these cards or anything. You can leave them in the comments below, and I will hope to be back with you guys soon. I'll see you then. Thank you.